Good morning, my imaginary friends. We are on the next stop on our StockCar World Tour. We've scooched, I think, a little further east. Is Snetterton east of Brands Hatch? No, I'm thinking of Darlington. Brands Hatch is down near London, I think. So we've gone a little bit further north, maybe into Norfolk. Either way, it's very flat. My English geography is terrible, and it's like right next door. Anyway, right, we are at Snetterton. And I think I've made another terrible mistake. It's very tight and twisty. I qualified on pole by an absolute smidge, but we already know that doesn't mean anything. Because I'll probably stack it into a wall at some point. We need much more fuel, please. That should do us. Yeah, very twisty track. Can't stretch these cars' legs at all, even down the straight towards the little end, the complex and the bomb hole, and all that good stuff. The bomb hole, what a name for a corner! I love it. But we'll see how we go anyway. Since the update, I haven't played the stock cars really properly since the new update that brought all the Argentinian tracks and all that stuff. Was really cool. They're a lot more understeery than they were, I think. Definitely going into a corners, you still get a lot of oversteer coming out of the corner, which is fine. That's to be expected. But I did find there was a lot more understeer. So I've tried to muck with the setup a little bit. Like, I don't know the first thing about setting a race car up, let alone one as niche as this. But we'll see how we go. This could be fun. It could be another disaster. Lots of sausage curbs here, so potential for some launches. Okay, here we go. Pole position. I've reduced the length of the race a bit since the last bit because it's a long lap around Snetterton, like 2 minutes. Stop looking behind you. And get off the grass. I'm not sure what I think of the new layout of Snetterton. I say new. New-ish. The Snetterton I remember didn't have that fiddly little complex at the start. You know, from the old touring car games and stuff. Right, one down. Sideways through turn one. Not the ideal line. But we're somehow keeping it in first position. Podium would be nice, but I should probably not get ahead of myself and just try and keep it on the black stuff. this is where they're going to be all over me. I hate this corner so much. Oops, God, hit the pit limiter by accident. That last corner is pretty spectacular if you watch bikes go around it. They're scooching up right next to the pit wall. Let's keep off the sausage curves, we don't want to end up in orbit. Oh, I've got to stop looking behind me. Any bike fans in the comments remember a Supersport rider called Fabien Faure? He was forever looking behind him, and there was an incident at Donington Park where I think he caused a restart 3 times because he kept looking behind him and crashing. He was a decent rider. I think he was Supersport champion a few times. He was quick. He just had this weird habit of looking behind him when he didn't need to. Anyway, I thought that might interest you. It probably didn't. Don't know why. Alright, we've got a little bit of a gap, or I can't forget to come in at some point. That'd be just like me to win the race and forget to pit. In fact. Shouldn't be any damage to fix, so we'll turn that off. Okay, we've got a bit of a gap going. A little bit more confidence through there now, but try not to get ahead of myself because I am prone to the odd smash. Easy does it, otherwise something like that will happen. Probably a good time to come in. Phew, right. Oh, we get the pit right at the start today, that's nice. We'll have some fresh tyres, thank you very much. I'll be interested to see what they do ahead of us. Yeah, they've got tyres out for him as well. Cool, put us down please, off we go. Wish I could get my tyre temperatures right, because every time I make a pit stop, like, that's as warm as my tyres get. So I've seen videos of other people doing stock car series, and oh my god, how do they drive them so aggressively? Is that how you do it? I don't know. Like, I don't profess to be quick, like, at all. But I see some people really ragging these things and it looks really cool. So I think my biggest mistake with this little experimental series was trying to treat stock cars like touring cars, and then not. I probably should have been treating them more like Super V8s. To be fair, they're more fun than Super V8s, they're easier to drive. I think they're easier to drive anyway. Well, I remember when I first picked up this game, and the 2022 cars weren't in it. When did this game come out? Was it 2020? And I could barely get one of these cars around a lap. So I must be getting better at something. That's totally the line around that corner. Whoops, and that's what happens when you look behind you. The indication arrow, I think, must have bugged, because there's no one behind me, there's clearly nobody there. Yeah. That sometimes happens with these really loopy tracks. The proximity arrows get a little bit trigger happy. I suppose if I drove it faster, I'd keep my tyres warmer. But throwing the car in has never really been my style. I'm gonna give it a bit of boost down here, as we've only got one more lap left after this. Needed a couple of goes at that corner. So I'm not quite sure where everyone is. I've had quite a lonely race in the end. As they're all stuck doing weird things in the pits. One thing I'll definitely be doing for any future championships is putting more rubber down on the track. I think I set all the sessions to light rubber. No idea what the line is supposed to be like that. It's supposed to probably be a really late apex. Okay, we won by an absolute country mile. I don't know how. That's second place. It looks like Attila Abreu is actually holding everybody up. Yeah, he's going really slowly. Look, his lap times are in the 2 minutes, so I don't know what happened to him. And he must have been holding up Daniel Serra, because he was on pretty good pace. Okay, so Attila Abreu doing us a favour there and really holding the pack up. Okay, so let's continue to race 2. Alright, P1 again. 6 minutes. We might just about get 3 laps in. Abreu is quick off the start. He's already hit the front. Nice corner when you get it right. Let's see if we can't put him under a bit of pressure. So who's behind us? Is it Daniel Serra? Teetering on the edge all the way through that corner. Is he gonna give me room? A little bit. No, he hung it around the outside well. Oh, crikey, right, so us fighting's bringing Daniel Serra in, and he's gonna send it up the inside. Now Casagrange fancies a go. Bray might just win this by virtue that no one can get past him. Use a bit of the old push to pass. Looks like Sarah might get past the Bray. We should just get one more lap in, depending on how quick I am. So verdict on Snetterton as if a stock car track. Better than Brands Hatch. A little bit more wiggle room. But my favourite so far has been, whoa, just about caught that, is still Watkins Glen. Fast track with a nice flow to it. Snetterton is just a little bit too fiddly. And I think the next stop on our tour is Austria. And I think that'll work well. Everything I've learnt so far is that fast tracks work well. Going to get another lap. Hold off for a little bit. There we go. Perfect. 2 wins at Snetterton. Okay, Bray was a little bit quicker in that one, but you could see he was holding up Sarah and Casagrange, and they were really a lot quicker than everyone else. Everyone else seems to be in the 2 minutes. Okay, so let's continue on. Wonderful, 2 wins. So the championship now should look fairly healthy. Alright, so we've actually leapfrogged Casagrange into 8th place. Thiago Camillo still way ahead. And let's see, where are we off to next? So Spielberg, I think that'll be good actually. And then I'm not going to spend too much time in Europe because we all know those tracks. If there were some quirkier tracks around in Europe, I might have stuck around. I'd kill for something like Assen, Lausitzring, Norris Ring would be cool. They're all in Race Room, by the way, if you want to check those out. Really cool tracks. And so we're off to Adelaide, Bathurst, and then we're finishing off in Brazil. I kind of can't wait to get to Adelaide and Bathurst. In my head, they'll be amazing, but in my head, Brands Hatch was going to be amazing, and it wasn't that great. But I think they'll look so cool around Bathurst. The cars will look brilliant, so I can't wait to get there. Another few rounds time, we'll see how we go.